good night.
Take care, man.
Hey, I should make me for the time to be. I'll make this shit live.
Hey, low-key. Get your name. What's good? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, I appreciate you guys shopping with us tonight. Y'all have a good one. Hey,
Come on, man.
Remember your boy.
Yes, sir. We got you, man. Appreciate you, bro.
This really for your eyes only.
High key. Dang, that's like great content.
Here from Nashville, Tennessee. Give it up for Battz, y'all. Come on, put your hands up.
Let's go!
How y'all guys doing today, man? Good. That's great, man. My name is Carlton Battz. I go by Battz. I'm born and raised in Nashville, Tennessee, man. I just want to have a really intimate session with you guys in the very beginning about just my journey and my testimony. Are you guys down for that? Okay. Y'all gotta make a little more noise for that. Is y'all down for that? Thank you so much, man. Let's get it started.
So, I'm Nicole Battz, 41, so I'm an 80s baby. I'm Batz's mom. Growing up for me, I grew up in a predominantly white area, so music influence for me was a big deal. It was a big part of my identity. So I can remember being a little kid and listening to getting on BET and hearing black artists, because I wasn't really hearing that on the radio where I was from. So I would be on BET, I would hear songs, and I couldn't wait till we would go to the next major city, which was Indianapolis, Indiana, where I would be able to hear more, hip hop and R&B.
The other side is hating, they like how it looks, so they gon' take it.
But like stack like
yeah. Gentrify the hood, gentrify the nation, the other side is good.
What up?
Hating, they like it how it looks, so they gon' take it.
Yeah, I see where you're going.
Yeah, well, so I grew up, like I said, in a predominantly white city, and when I was from probably about middle school until my 11th grade year, I was the only black kid. So I definitely had something to prove, you know what I'm saying? I went to a Catholic school, very religious setting, whatever. So for me, it was so important for me to make sure that I was true to who I was as a black kid, you know what I'm saying? So I was listening to the LL Cool J's, I was a big Aaliyah fan. So, I mean, I really was important for me to, listen to my black roots music.
The other one back on it.
Do you know how to do that? Yeah. So
And save that.
can I send it to you real quick and do that? I just don't have Photoshop.
Yeah. So I come to my room.
Thank you.
I will say it was a complete culture shock. So I came down to Nashville, Tennessee, my senior year of high school. So I'm already at this point, there's really already pretty much grown up and raised, you know what I'm saying? So it was a culture shock for me because, like I said, I predominantly grew up around a bunch of white people. And so when I came here, now I'm seeing more African American people, and now I'm learning about different cultures, like the Kurdish community. Never heard of that until I came down here. So it was really awesome to be able to just see so many different minorities just involved in the community and at the centers, the local centers and things like that. So that was something that I really appreciated, and it really it was impactful for me, even up until the point where I had Battz, and his sister Tanaya, when I had them, started getting them involved in the local community centers. So I saw that over the years that started to shift, you know what I'm saying, with the gentrification things that would happen. So now those local community centers that we once had, you don't see they're still there, but it's not the impact that they once were in the community. So can't sing worth a lick, but music has always been in my soul. I can just from back my own childhood growing up, I used to always make songs to remember to study for tests and things like that. I did it with the kids, with my kids growing up as well. Taught them all their planets about with a song I made up. So I've always been very into music and things like that. When I moved down here my senior year, big into dancing, and so I came down here and I was supposed to continue running track because I used to be pretty, little track star, whatever, and I just love dancing, and I never had that opportunity back home because, like I said, with it being predominantly white, you're not getting half-timers and things like that. So I decided to try out for my school's half-timer team, made it, whatever, and it's like I really came into my own then because, like I said, dancing and music has just always been in my soul, and so I came to my own. So got on the half-timer team and would travel around the city, going to different schools, and then I would started to go do little after parties and things like that. I don't even know if I even shared this with you, son, yet, but I had an opportunity to try out for, maybe I did share this with you and your sister, but I had an opportunity to try out for a background dancer with Sierra.
Oh, yeah.
And baby, let me tell you something. You couldn't tell me nothing. I just knew I was 17 years old, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be on the road dancing with Cece. So I just absolutely love music, and it's just in me. So it makes sense that this is something that my son was interested in. Matter of fact, if I could share a story, I won't try not to embarrass you too much, but his dad and I, we actually met in a club.
That's fair.
Yeah, I mean, hey, this is what it is. We met at this club called the Underground, downtown Nashville, and doing what I do, dancing, and I wasn't the girl out here. I know, look, we all saved, sanctified, filled with the Holy Ghost now, but we all got a testimony. But I wasn't the girl out here twerking and doing all that stuff. I was in the thick of it with the guys dancing, getting rowdy, doing all this in the club. Yeah. So, I mean, I was doing all that, whatever. And that's actually how I met his father. So we met there, in a nightclub dancing and things like that. So fast forward, we got married. We had a sister at that time, and his dad was really into music, and like I said, I was into music as well. So we got our money together, little young married couple with 2 little kids, and we built our own little studio in our basement. We bought a house. We built a studio down there. And I can remember there was this little, behind our bar downstairs, it was kind of like a little closet, like a hidden closet where you store stuff down there. Right. But we made it into a booth. So we would go in there, get our, on some hustle and flow type stuff, get our headphones on in there, and we'd be in there rapping. And baby, you couldn't tell me I wasn't the next thing coming out the city. You feel me? And Carl Battz used to come down there, and in a little pamper and a fro, be sitting there making beats and knocking on the bar, and while we be in the little studio recording. So it's always been something that's been a part of, been in the family or whatever. And I can just remember him being, 1, maybe 2 years old, putting the little headphones in there, getting in the booth with his dad, getting in the booth with me, and we be in there rapping. We kind of record a little, we got a little something out there, you know what I'm saying? And we ain't on his level or whatever. But it's just amazing to see that full circle thing, because like I said, music has always been something that's always been super important to me and impactful in my life, as well as with his father. So yeah, crazy. Huh? And just there was always something that I saw in you. You were always so charismatic. You just, again, at a little kid but commander stage. I even remember your first day of kindergarten. Miss Pridey was your teacher. She called me on the first day of school, and she was just like, I don't want to alarm you, but I just don't know what to do, because it was her first year teaching too. She was just like, I just don't know what to do. He won't stop rapping. I'm like, what? He won't start rapping. And it would proceed throughout your whole kindergarten year. Miss Pridey would call me at least 2 or 3 times a week, because she could not get you from stop standing in your chair rapping. And I remember one day I picked you up from no, this is funny. I remember one day I picked you up from school, And I was waiting like in the car pickup line, whatever. You come out and you was just like, yeah, your little self. Sorry, Bill's fault. Hey, this is real time, ain't it? You came out with your little backpack on and stuff, whatever. And I used to sit, bless my heart, I was a young mom. I used to send you to school with do-rag on and stuff, whatever. And you had your little do-rag on or whatever, and you came out, you had your backpack on, and tonight I was like, Mama, guess what Carl did? And I was like, what'd he do, whatever? And you was like, yeah, man, I had to spit a little hot 16 on him. And I'm like, what? And so
I didn't say hot 16.
You definitely said hot 16.
What the heck?
And so Miss Pridey comes out, teacher, and she was just like, Miss Battz, I don't really know what to do. He just keeps, he gets finished with his work before everyone else, and then he gets up on his chair and he just starts rapping, and like, I don't know how to get him to get back focused. So we had to have a conference with Miss Pridey, and I realized then that you weren't being challenged enough, and I was like, well, you want to give him some more work. So if he's getting done for everybody else, give him some more worksheets so he can sit his butt down somewhere. But it's like, even as a kindergartner, like, it's always been something that's in you. So it's really, I'm gonna get emotional, but it's really just so beautiful to see the evolution, because I'm gonna be that mama. I always saw it in you. Always saw it in you.
Dead homies, 7 dead homies, fried bologna in the eggs. What's the holy matrimony?